Hi everyone, myself Dr. Khushbu, and today I am giving the demonstration of maxillary central incisor root carving. So, in the earlier video, we make the crown and we also make the cingulum, and after making the cingulum, we also make the lingual fossa, and this is the fossa which is W in shape, and these are the mesial marginal ridge, and this is the distal marginal ridge. And after that, now we start the carving of root. So before going to the carving of root, firstly this is the labial aspect of the crown part, and the root of the maxillary central incisor. This is uh, blunt in apex. This have the blunt apex, and it is cone shaped. So now we start the carving from this point, and try to make a cone at the end, and that cone is blunt in appearance. So start from carving from here towards the end line of the root, and this carving is from all the directions. And trying to make a cone shaped root, and earlier we discussed the length of the root is 13. So we carve from all the directions and try to make cone shape root which appear from the labial aspect. It is blunt apex. So the root of the maxillary central incisor is 13. Now you can see the carving is from all around the cingulum part, and all around the mesial aspect, distal aspect, and try to make a cone shape root. In between you should have to clean with the muslin cloth. So here we should have to clean the carving. and you can easily appreciate here. So almost from the labial aspect the excess wax is carved here, and now we are trying to make the conical shape. So here we are trying to remove the excess from all excess wax from all aspect. And you should have to clean. So from the palatal aspect, the root is slightly narrower as compared to the labial aspect. So you have to carve in that way. The labial aspect of the root is slightly broader as compared to your palatal or lingual aspect. Firstly, carve from all around mesial, labial, distal and lingual, and in between the carving have to clean. And at the cement to enamel junction, we have to careful about your carving. Now in gross, you can see the excess wax is removed here, but here the width is more, so and appearance it is not conical here, so we have to try to make it conical in shape. So we are removing the wax from the end point of the root so that it's appear as a conical in shape. Now you can see here, earlier it is more broader, so now it is it's broader and is minimal as compared to earlier, and we have to make it conical in shape. So from here, from the labial aspect, you can see there is a bulge here, so we have to reduce from all around mesial, distal and lingual aspect. And when you carve it from palatal aspect or lingual aspect, you have to careful that time, so that your cingulum uh, should intact during carving. And at the cemento enamel junction or at the cervical line, you have to careful about that. Now you have to clean your carving. Now you can see from the incisal aspect, this is your incisal edge. And after when we view from your occlusal aspect, you can see there is a W shaped fossa, and there is a cingulum bulge, and this is your cervical line. But before going to the before going to draw the cervical line, we have to check about your all aspect, your view of your carving. And from labial aspect, you can see here there is slightly conical in appearance, and labial aspect the root is slightly wider as compared to your lingual aspect, it is slightly narrower. And from mesial and distal aspect, the view of the root is clear here. And after the carving of your root, you have to finish your curvature lines. And before going to draw the lines of curvature, to firstly you finished your carving. At the base of your carving, excess wax should be removed, so that your carving looks clear from all around. So this is your carving of the central incisor, and this is your view from all around this is distal aspect, this is mesial aspect, and this is labial aspect, and this is palatal aspect. When we see here, there is slight extra point is there, and we should have to remove that bulge. So overview of carving is very important from all aspect, from your labial, lingual, mesial, distal aspect. It is very important. Okay, now okay, now we view from all aspect. This is your labial aspect, and this is your distal aspect, this is your mesial aspect, and this is your lingual aspect. So when we see from all aspect, the excess wax is carved here, and now this is the time of to draw the cervical curvature. So before drawing of the curvature lines, one thing keep it in mind, that the labio or the curvature of cervical line is in mesial aspect, it is more deeper as compared your distal aspect. So this is very important, and your cervical line at labial aspect, it is semicircular in position. So here you can draw a semicircle line, and this is your crown part. So we here draw a semicircle line. This is your cervical outline, cervical line from your labial aspect. You can see here, here I draw a line and just smoothen it. After drawing the cervical line, you can see here the bulge is very clear at the cervical 1/3 part. Here you can see the bulge is very clear, and earlier we discussed this bulge is important to appear as a natural tooth. So after drawing the cervical line from labial aspect, you go there from mesial and distal aspect. At the mesial aspect, the cervical line is slightly deeper. It is slightly deeper as compared to your lingual aspect. So it is 3 point, the cervical line is 3.5, and again after drawing this cervical line, you can see here from mesial aspect it is slightly deeper, approximately 3.5, and from distal aspect it is 2.5. So it is slightly less, as compared to mesial aspect. So after drawing it, and you again draw a cervical line from your palatal aspect. So this is your cervical line. Now you can, your carving is completed.